All right. Chuva round two. Now, in round one, Chuva had a Zapdos that just wrecked my whole team from start to finish. And here in round two, Chuva has a Moltres, and we have some decisions to make. In particular, do I stay in with Arbok and go for the Rock Slide, which would do slightly more than half, and then Diglett could clean him up? But Diglett is the only mon I have faster than Arbok. Or do I switch out into Slowbro from the start? I think the switch into Slowbro seems like the safer move because if he uses Fire Blast, I get a burned Bro, which is nice. If he uses Double Edge, Slowbro has the defense to tank it. The only thing you'd fear is the switch out. Who are you going to switch out into Arbok here? Maybe a ground type, pure ground type. Can't do much to him. So I'm gonna, or a fighting type wouldn't be great. I'm gonna go. Oh, Chuva said, wait a sec. So I think I'm gonna make my move into Slowbro though. So it would be bad if he switches out into a fighting type. Otherwise, we would be okay. That's how I feel right now. And even a fighting type, it wouldn't be terrible. It would just mean that he gets some damage on Slowbro, and hopefully I paralyze him. Hopefully I paralyze him. Yeah. We shall see. Cool. We tank it without too much trouble. And now Thunderwave's so safe, right? I mean, he might switch out into a ground type, which would be kind of lousy. But Thunderwave is pretty safe. He might know Agility. Okay, he's got Vaporeon. Now we know Vaporeon can't do anything to Slowbro except try to freeze him. And that might be what happens here. You might also have a grass type with Razor Leaf and kind of hope that he can play around this a little bit with a double switch. I think Amnesia is a pretty safe move. Oh, he has a grass type that just has a sleeping attack. Yep. So just as well. He reveals that to me, which is fine. Oddish has 139 speed, slightly slower than Gloom. And that's okay. I bring Arbok back out. And do I go back into Slowbro? I don't see why not. Again, Vaporeon can't do much to Slowbro here. So we'll see. And I think Amnesia is still the play. I don't think he'll switch again this time, because he just did last time. I think he's worried that I might think to Thunder Wave. I'm not sure. Cool, so like I thought, he decided not to switch out. I think he might this turn. So I'm going to Thunder Wave. Again, I'm not really worried about this Vaporeon just yet. Okay, now I'm worried about him. Come on, man. With all the RNG I got last time, I'm going to start this one off by getting frozen. This is so rough. And Chuva got the freeze when he played Noob earlier, too. Man, this is frustrating. This is frustrating. I don't know what to do now either. You know that Vaporeon can't really do much to Slowbro here, so I'm just kind of letting him dwindle me down. You could send out Moltres and set up all over me, and then just sweep. If he has a ground type, I think he just wins at this point, because that would take away Magneton and Arbok. That would be rough. That would be rough. Kind of demoralizing start here. But let's see what happens. We got pretty lucky against Nico earlier, but this is next level here. This freeze. I mean, he's probably a rest set and was like, I'm fine to tank a few surfs and then rest, but goodness gracious, that was a tough freeze. I can't even switch anybody in. I mean, no one can really damage him except Magneton, and I need Magneton, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is tough. I can't really beat this Vaporeon. But I can't let Magneton take much damage either. Okay, so he's going to finally switch out. So I'm going to go into Wigglytuff. I'm worried that he won't set up. Then I'll go Body Slam, but yeah, he does. Okay, so now I've got a decent opening here. He knows Wigglytuff can't do anything against Vaporeon, so he might just switch out to Vaporeon, and that's my hope. Of course not. Of course not. Really tough. I'm gonna freeze him back. Freeze for a freeze, as I say. Okay, cool. Cool stuff, man. I guess he figured, well, Wigglytuff can't really do anything to Lickitung either. I mean, it could try to put him to sleep, but that wouldn't really be too worrisome. Gosh, I just really have nothing for this team now. But I had no play for Vaporeon either, so I'm not really that upset about it. What could I have done? I think I have to Mega Drain here. So I'll go out into Vaporeon. And I think I go to Arbok now. I mean, he's going to do some damage to me. Fine. I have nothing for Oddish. Like, it's just crazy. I guess letting Wigglytuff go down was pretty rough there. But we're seeing what's happening. Boy. Talk about back-to-back demoralizing games here. Here they are. Can't do anything against Zapdos. Can't do anything against Vaporeon. I mean, this is tough. So I could switch out to Gloom here and hope that he doesn't switch out into Moltres. I guess that's my best play. If he does switch out into Moltres, I lose. I mean, I could just sack Slowbro, right? Yep, there it is. Right on cue. So I sack Slowbro, and now I have to get unbelievably lucky. Oh, that crit mattered too, because without the crit, I could have had a safe switch into somebody else. Boy, this is... Well, at least I'm burned. Because, him being paralyzed makes our Vox Rock Slide hit, right? It's interesting. So I can play a little bit, double it. Oh no, he goes Sleep Powder. Okay. I'm just going to Thunderbolt him a couple more times. Chip away. If I can get 2 more Thunderbolts on him, that would be big time. If either of them crits, that would be big time. Okay. I'm just Thunderbolting away. But if he gets in range, I mean, he is just sacking this Oddish. He must have another grass type or another sleeper in the back, or he must just realize, like, he's got Mons faster than me, and so he doesn't care, which is probably true. And now he'll take me out, I think, with this Mega Drain here. And I'll be forced to reveal Diglett as my last. The trouble is, I need both Diglett and Arbok each hit a Rock Slide. Or I need a crit Rock Slide. Or I need full para. Lickitung is not going to help my cause here. I guess my best play is to hope for a crit Earthquake or hope for no paralysis on his Body Slam. I don't get the crit Earthquake. I do get paralyzed on the Body Slam. So those were good hopes, right? Now I hope for the Mega Drain. I mean, the Mega Drain. I meant the Hyper Beam. It doesn't happen. That's fine. I have to try to put him to sleep. He can go out into Moltres here very safely. Decides to go out into Vaporeon. It'll give me a free Mega Drain, which is fine. Now he goes out into Moltres. You gotta figure, right? Well, there's one Predict I can take with me. Great jobs. Great job, huh? Okay. Well, Diglett's paralyzed. Can't really do much of anything. If he gets this Rock Slide off, it's big. I'm gonna go Earthquake and hope for a crit. I hope that he switches out to Vaporeon or something. Okay. Got paralyzed again. Come on, man. This is so rough. Doing all that I can here to hang on, but this is so rough. Alright, hope for the full para. Don't get it. You know, if he's got Magnemite and Magneton in the back, then crit and para? Come on, you're a Diglett. Can you get one critical hit, please? He's going to use Blizzard here, like, for sure. So we'll just hope for the Blizzard miss. And won't get it. Cool. Well, another very disappointing game. Gosh, I just don't know what I could have done there either. Letting Slowbro go down was hard, but he got frozen. I mean, how could you anticipate that? So, tough 0-2 hole for me here. Now I'm 2-2 in the bracket. I figure 10 wins is probably what you need to advance, so gotta go 8-3. Alright. Thanks for watching. Let me know what advice you have for me so that I don't lose the next three against Chuva.